What's up everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and on this episode we are going to be talking about how the giant Redfin, the real estate giant Redfin, has 56% of all of their offers going into a bidding wars, and how does this affect the real estate economy? Stay tuned. Alright everybody, so you know that I am about all things real estate, and when the giant Redfin, who is now heavily into the brokerage space, is reporting through September that over 56% of all their offers are getting multiple bidding wars, you know things are on fire, and it has not slowed down. Now Redfin, really in this space, in the article that I'm referring to, talks a lot about how their brokerage is experiencing, all offers through their brokerage are experiencing 56% or more multiple offer scenarios. So let's just define that for a second. That is when you put in an offer and another person puts an offer, and likely even another person puts in an offer, and they will go into highest and best. Now, it makes it very difficult for someone trying to achieve a certain payment to have to continue to bid the price of their home up, because the higher the price goes up, the higher the mortgage payment is gonna be. Now, we all know in 2020, the real estate market did not slow down even a little bit. Quite frankly, in the city I'm in Phoenix, it actually appreciated beyond belief. And that is crazy, knowing the state and time that we are in right now, going through the COVID pandemic, all the nonsense that's been going on about the political issues, and still, the market continues to appreciate at a rapid rate. Redfin is proving it to be true. As a very large national brokerage, all of their agents are reporting that the vast majority of their offers are going into bidding wars. And this is seen all over the nation, they're reporting. Now, the hurdle and the challenge for finding a home to buy has been going on all year long, and it really started to spike here during the summer months. Obviously, interest rates have been and stay at an all-time low, on top of which there's a massive shortage of homes for sale. New home builders can't keep up with the demand, and simply said, it's economics 101, is supply and demand. I can tell you personally from my own experience, I have several friends that I know have upgraded their home because of the interest rate being so low, the market being so hot. They actually were able to list their home on the market, make an offer on a new home. Some of them have hundreds of thousands of dollars more in the new home value, and they actually bought the new home contingent on their home selling. Their home also got multiple offers, sold incredibly quick, which allowed them to take all of that equity, put it as a down payment for their home that they have increased the value by $250,000 or more in some cases, and they're now living in absolutely beautiful homes. And it's all because the mortgage rate stayed incredibly low and their mortgage payment did not go up very much at all. Now, according to Redfin, this multiple offer phenomenon isn't just for single family homes. They are also reporting increased multiple offers on townhomes and condos. Some of the hottest markets facing these bidding wars were actually Salt Lake City, San Francisco, San Diego, Washington, D.C., Minneapolis, Portland, Austin, and so many others. Those were just to name few of the top markets getting multiple bidding wars. Now, if you are living in this market, I would actually start to consider selling your home. As most of you guys know, and maybe even listen to my podcast, The Science of Flipping, my big game, my big business is real estate. Although I do several other businesses, I have up to 7 businesses now as an entrepreneur. My lead horse will always be real estate, so I could talk about this for a long time. The reality is, I get asked all the time, is it a good time to sell? And I would say absolutely, but is it a good time to buy? The question that I would then start to pose is, what are you gonna do when you sell your home for a top dollar? What is your next move knowing that all these other homes are getting multiple offers on them, which is going to continue to creep your offer number up. And now you sold your home, which is great, and you got multiple offers, but where are you going to go? How are you going to afford to buy a home now that has such incredible increased value, whether it is right or wrong? It is a little subjective in my opinion. The question now becomes, are you going to be able to afford that uptick in that lift in actual value of the home? Now, we've seen this over the last year. In 2019, the iBuyers really made a big push and made buying real estate really incredibly difficult for many people, especially investors. But then they would do a slight remodel and put it back on the market, and would continue to do this through the MLS. So finding homes halfway affordable became very, very hard. Now going into this year, now you have this situation where because of such low supply and such high demand, we are just in a challenge to have enough resources to fulfill the need. It is simple economics. And the big factor that we have to continue to look at, and what you need to be looking at about if you're thinking about selling and thinking about buying simultaneously, is where's your interest rate going to be? Can you afford the new payment? This is all what it comes down to, is your ability to afford the new, better, shinier home, even though you paid more for it. In the near future, I don't actually see any of this high demand, low inventory going away. As a matter of fact, because of COVID, in my city particularly, we have reports of over 500 people a day, yes, a day, moving into Phoenix. Do you think there's gonna be low supply when I have 500 people a day moving into this market? Absolutely. And it continues to be true. And it continues to be a big challenge for those that are looking to buy a home right now. As a matter of fact, I actually spoke to a close friend of mine who's a realtor and has made a ton of money being a realtor this year. And he is actually declining clients right now because he can't even keep up with the amount of clients he has because there's no actual inventory for him to show them. This is a crazy circle right now. There's a lot to think about. If you are gonna sell, it is a great time to sell, and I'd encourage you to sell. But ask yourself, why? Could there be a better play holding it as a long-term rental or potentially an Airbnb? Are you going to be able to find a new home at a price point that you can afford? Are your interest rates gonna remain that low? Are your monthly payments gonna remain affordable to you? There's just a lot to think about. Where are you gonna move? How are you gonna find a home? I encourage you, based around everything that Redfin is reporting, to potentially stay put. If you are gonna sell, be prepared to rent. And if you are gonna rent, let me tell you now, there's also a shortage of nice homes to rent for sure. So hopefully this found you well. If you are interested in more of the real estate information, go to thescienceoflipping.com. Check out all my free resources. If you have not yet liked this video, make sure you like this video and smash the subscribe button. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully this finds you well. I will see you on the next video. Peace.